finally went into the record books with high amounts of January combined with February. The last time we had this much snow back in 1886.
Here we are, 25th day of February. We've had a record-setting amount of snow the month of February. And I decided I'd just go for a walkabout because what I just found, and I'll share it with you, is what I feared was going to happen, and I want to show you. Now you see that freshly urinated area. Well, to walk over here, I don't know how old that shed is, but I believe it's that 6-pointer. It could have been from last year, but you can see the extensive gnawing on it. So let's bust it out of there. Yeah, I don't know. They really got after that. I think it's that 6-pointer. It's been running around here. Haven't seen him, but that's what I was afraid was going to happen the longer I stayed out of the woods looking for sheds. And today I just came down to do a lookabout, and my worst fear was granted to me. Tips have been chewed off, and yeah, the squirrels got to eat too, so that's what you're faced with this much snowpack on the ground. Just fortunate enough to find this, because like I said, I don't know, it was a nice 6-point rack, or 3-point, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, well, I found this antler rat, if I can get it over here on the screen. There it is. This is in that same area that last year I found an antler, and it was on I can't remember, a sunny day or cloudy day, and I covered it up with some wire. I came back 2 days later, and even with the wire on, the antler got chewed on. So this is in that same area, and it's really ironic that you'd find this antler chewed on, but there's a lot of squirrels here in the woods, and not just me. There's some natural ones too. You know, that's what makes it bad when the deer drop their antlers in the timbers. The squirrels are going to find them, and especially in a severe winter like this, because they really need this food. And so that goes around, comes around. And I just, like I said, I've been staying out of the timber because of the snow, and I was just fortunate to find this one. But the snowpack right now is so crunchy that if any antler dropped, matter of fact, I'm going to show you. If I was to drop this antler right now, here's what's going to happen to it. It stays right on top of the ground, because you can hear how crunchy the snow's froze. So like I said, this is about 6 feet high, and it's going to stay on top of the ground. But fortunately, he dropped that who knows when. And anyhow, like I said, this is in a real brushy area. This is where I tried to do that experiment, sunny day, cloudy day last year, and they come back and chewed the antler after I covered it up. So, you talk about fate, goes around, comes around. That's really ironic. I just found a little speck of blood right down there at the end of my finger. I don't know what that means, but I might just continue on down that trail. Walking around looking for the other side of that 6-pointer. And like I said, I never even intended on shed antler hunting today. It was 1 or 0 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. Had 50-mile-an-hour winds yesterday. Ground's packed. And I've just been circling, looking for the left side, yeah, I got the right side. I've been looking for the left side of that antler we found, and I can tell you right now, I want to show you. You can see the challenge of trying to find an antler with that snowpack on the ground. Everything's white, sticking out of the ground. And I had a subscriber tell me it didn't need to tell the yardage, but I just looked over there, and basically right now I would be somewhere 20 yards from where I found this first antler, this particular antler, and I just was fortunate enough, in no rhyme or reason, just walking around. What sort of reason, I seen another pea spot over here, so I walked over by here, and lo and behold, I'm going to step this off because I just want to show you how close you can get without seeing these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 yards. And I was just right, I don't know if you can see it, but I laid some tree limbs up in there. I think they're right there. Those trees that I got laying up there. I laid them up there. That's where I found the other 6-pointer. And circling around right by this little brush pile. And this was just sticking straight up out of the ground at 4 yards away. And that's a fresh one. Oh, let's see what we got. Yeah, that's a nice little 4-pointer. But just fortunate this year's. And like I said, I didn't come out here to shed hunt today. And I don't have my pack or nothing with me. So if you're going to go to the woods, make sure you're prepared, because this caught me completely off guard. Like I said, it's really tough going right now, trying to hunt for sheds in this condition of the snow. And like I said, the first shed I found was by a urinated spot, and by God, the second set was a 4 yard, or not set, the second side I found, and I was only 4 steps away from it. If I'd have been in a hurry, I'd have walked right by it. See how easy those antlers are to find in the where they're at, the brown with the leaves. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to move them over right there in that snow, right in front of that old dead tree. Same yardage, and I'm going to film them. Well, there they are in the snow. If they're like that, I guess they stuck out pretty good, but if they're up the other way, they sure are a bear to find. It's like I said, I hate snow this late in the season because the squirrels are hungry, and if they find them, which they'll find them first, they'll start gnawing on them. But when you have that contrast compared to white snow, it sure makes it easier with the brown. Well, back at the cabin, this last year I found this 6-point, that same 6-pointer on the clover field. I like to, I don't know, it was around the 20th of February. And then this is the same 6-pointer, as you can tell, the same characteristics and everything. I found that today on the 25th. Just not really antler hunting, but I guess if you're in the woods and you find an antler, you're antler hunting. So that was pretty cool. I have both right sides. I never found the left side last year, so I probably won't find the left side this year. But you can see he had the little brow tine there, and this year that got chewed off. But same curvature, both of those are the same. And quite a bit bigger in mass this year. But people keep telling me to shoot that, but the way I look at it, ain't doing me no harm. And I don't see a whole bunch of 6-pointers running around on the property. Besides that, they ain't my deer anyway. They're the people's deer. It was pretty neat to find from one year to the next. I was hoping it would have been nice to find both the sets like I did on the 8-pointer, but I'll take that. Oh, you never know what's out there.